Okay, welcome everyone. I'm going to keep my eye out for the waiting room. We might have a few others coming on board, but let's begin. Make sure that you feel comfortable, whether you're seated or lying down. You could do either, right? If you want to lie down, get cozied up, support the back of your knees, dim the lights, light a candle, whatever helps you to begin to soften into stillness. And then when you're ready to soften and to embrace the next 45 minutes of stillness, go ahead and rest your eyes, cueing the body, the mind, the nervous system, that it's time to move inward. It's time to slow down and to receive rather than to give, and to restore what has been scattered or perhaps lost. As you rest your eyes, lowering the gaze of the eyes away from the brain, the thinking mind, toward the body, sensing body. Notice, feel for the breath. Allow the breath to be natural as it is, effortless. Perhaps the only effort would be to breathe through the nostrils. And begin to sense the rhythm of the inhale and the exhale. And where within the body you most feel breath. Perhaps at the tip of the nose or the belly, the chest. And then as you embrace stillness, notice how the breath begins to respond. Breath beginning to respond to the body as the body settles. And as the body becomes more and more still. And notice how the breath feels within the body. Whether you're sensing the breath at the nose, the nostrils, or in the belly, or the chest, notice how the body feels as you breathe. Notice how it feels to breathe in this most effortless way possible. You might also observe and notice the mind and its tendency to perhaps want to control the breath or to become distracted. Notice what else you might be feeling or sensing this evening. As always, with our breath practice, we're going to take the time to connect to breath as a steady anchor and to manipulate the breath to facilitate change within the body physically and also energetically and emotionally. Notice how you're feeling now. And then from the belly, deep low belly, base of your lungs, take a slow, deep breath in through the nose. Stretch your lungs slowly, fully. Pause at the top of the inhale. And then exhale any way that feels good, out through the mouth, nose, or lips, perhaps letting go with an audible sigh. Natural breath to follow. And then another round from the deep low belly, base of the lungs. Breathe in slowly, fully. Take your time to stretch insides of the lungs. Pause at the top of the inhale. Exhale, let it go. Mouth, nose, or lips, perhaps a bigger sigh. Natural breath in. Follow the exhalation. And then another round on your own. Slow, deep belly breath. Letting go any way that feels good. And then soften into natural breath as we prepare to begin a practice called Dirga, Dirgha. It's a 3-part inhalation. The exhalation will be long, smooth, steady out through mouth, nose, or lips, whatever you choose. The focus here is primarily on the inhalation and the 3-part inhale. You're going to breathe in through the nose. And first part of the inhale, allow the breath to expand the belly, breathing in about 1/3 of the way. Pause. And then inhale, the next 2/3, feel your rib cage gently widen. Pause. Finish the inhale, feeling the breath rise into the upper chest, upper lungs, light yet supported. Pause there. Exhale, mouth, nose, or lips. The exhale is long, smooth, continuous, never rushed. Natural breath follows. And then we begin again. Inhale through the nose, 1/3 of the way to stretch the belly, allowing for a sense of grounding, stability. Inhale 2/3 of the way. Feel the rib cage widen, allowing for spaciousness. And then finish the inhale, feeling the breath rise to the upper chest, opening, allowing for a sense of lightness at the heart space. Pause. Exhale completely. Natural breath to follow. And then another round together. Inhale 1/3 of the way, stretch the belly. Pause. Inhale 2/3 of the way, widen, expand the rib cage. Pause. Finish the inhalation at the heart space, expanding, and then exhaling fully. Follow with natural breath. And then 3 more rounds on your own, allowing each breath, each part of the inhale to gently stretch your lungs, restoring elasticity and ease, promoting circulation, feeling for a sense of fullness at the top of the inhale, emptiness at the end of the exhale. Feel free to take natural breath in between each round, and then finish your last 2. When you finish your last round, natural breath returns. Notice how you're feeling and notice where within the body you now sense the breath. Perhaps it's at the tip of the nose and the nostrils. Perhaps it's in the belly, base of the lungs. Perhaps you're sensing the breath in the rib cage, a heart space. Notice how the sensation of breath in this natural state of breathing, notice how it might feel different or the same from when you began. And then, with the least bit effort possible, perhaps simply by softening your eyes, feel for a steady rhythm to the breath. Perhaps breathing in to a count of 4 or 5, and exhaling the same length of time. Feel free to count your inhale, count to 4 or 5, maybe it's 6. Follow with an exhalation of equal length. And allow this rhythm, this steady rhythm, to spread through the body. This steady rhythm beginning to stabilize the nervous system, countering all the busyness of the day, all the doing, with a little more being, a little more receiving, and a little more letting go. And then notice how the mind responds to these moments of physical stillness, steady breathing in the most effortless way possible, and to your presence. Becoming present with oneself in the most caring way possible. And from this point on, breath remains effortless, natural and restful, inviting oneself to do the same as we begin to transition from working with the breath to being present with oneself in a state of deep inner rest and stillness. If you'd like to make any adjustment to your position, you want to grab an extra blanket or cozy up a little more, maybe cover your feet, on some warm socks, anything that feels good, inviting, and caring toward oneself. And then take a moment to acknowledge your presence, the stillness, and these moments with nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to do but to be still and to be present. As I've been saying, Yoga Nidra is in many ways a practice of wintering. It's a practice of hibernation and repair. restoration. And it takes time to train the body to know how and when to turn inward as a way to conserve energy, to receive rather than to give energy, and to restore what has been scattered, lost, or simply worn thin. Welcome yourself to Yoga Nidra, this guided state of deep conscious rest where the body essentially sleeps and you receive many of the physical benefits of sleep, while the mind hovers between wakefulness, dreaming, and sleepiness. It's a place where healing happens effortlessly, simply by being still. As you settle into this deeply restful state, know that the body receives the same benefits in this practice as sleep. The muscles are invited to soften, to repair. Bones, tendons, and ligaments are given space to restore, to rebuild. And the internal organs of the body can begin their quiet nighttime work. The heart beating steadily, the lungs breathing with ease, the brain releasing effort and tension, allowing the nervous system to shift into balance. Digestive and metabolic processes become more efficient, improving circulation, and effortlessly allowing nourishment to every cell of the body. And the beauty is that none of this, nothing within the body, needs anything other than your presence, your awareness, allowing the body to do exactly what it needs to do. It knows what to do. Begin to feel for a gentle space between wakefulness and deep rest. And if your mind is wandering, no problem at all. Notice the distraction. Sense the breath. And return to the breath as your steady anchor, natural, restful, simply holding you present. As you begin to sense your awareness moving inward, soften the eyes a little bit more. Feel for points of contact with the surface below you so that you feel grounded, steady, and held. And then from within, take your time to connect or to create your inner sanctuary, a place within you that feels safe, warm, and deeply nourishing. Your inner sanctuary could be a real or imagined place. Your inner sanctuary might be quiet, or perhaps there are some sounds in the background. Notice what you hear, what you see, colors, sights, images. And then notice what you feel. Perhaps a sense of ease, feeling unhurried, perhaps feeling at home. Take some time to embrace the essence of your inner sanctuary. knowing that you can return to this place within you at any point you like throughout the Yoga Nidra journey. It's here to hold you present and safe. And then moving a little deeper within, perhaps now connecting to the heart space, the energetic heart space. Feel for the breath within and around the heart space. And then feel for a heartfelt intention. Your sankalpa. Your reason for being here, your why. Is there something you would like to embody, to embrace in these moments of stillness? Or perhaps there is a gentle truth within you that you would like to connect with. Whatever it might be, choose a short present tense statement of truth that supports healing, rest, or wholeness. Whatever your intention might be, repeat it to yourself out loud or quietly within at least 3 times. Speak it with clarity, feeling, presence. And then through the breath, allow it to land softly within you, held by the heart space. And then return to the breath. The breath is your steady anchor. Feel for the inhale. Feel for the exhale. Begin to sense your whole body breathing each breath. And with each breath, whole body breathing the breath in the most effortless way possible. We'll begin to count down from 10 to 1. And with each count of the breath, with each number, allow yourself to sink into a more deeply relaxed state of presence. Sense the breath, breathing in, breathing out, whole body breathes the breath. 10, feel for softening. 9, muscles gently release. 8, breath becoming quieter. 7, busyness in the mind slowing down. 6, feeling grounded, supported. 5, the nervous system shifts and settles. 4, deeper awareness from within. 3, rest beginning to deepen. 2, nearly asleep, yet present and awake. 1, deep, effortless relaxation. Whole body, breathing the breath. Through the breath, we'll now move our awareness throughout the entire body, not to create effort, but to invite release. Simply follow the sound of my voice. And as you hear each part of the body, simply sense it and allow it to soften. Less is more. We'll keep it simple. Sense the whole body, breathing the breath. And then sense the left side of the body, breathing the breath. Right side of the body, breathing the breath. Front of the body, breathing the breath. Back of the body, breathing the breath. Whole body, breathing the breath. Sense the right side of the body, breathing the breath. Palm of the right hand, breathing the breath. Tip of the right thumb, breathing the breath. Right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky, the whole right hand, breathing the breath. Right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Right side of the rib cage, right lung, right side of the heart center. Right side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Right hip and the whole right leg, breathing the breath. Upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Right side of the body, breathing the breath. Shifting attention to the left side of the body, breathing the breath. Sense the palm of the left hand, breathing the breath. Tip of the left thumb, breathing the breath. Left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, left pinky, back of the left hand, and the whole left hand, breathing the breath. Left wrist, left arm, forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Left side of the rib cage, left lung, left side of the heart space, left side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Left hip and the whole left leg, breathing the breath. Upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Whole left side of the body, breathing the breath. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Begin to sense the back of the body, breathing the breath. Bottoms of your feet, heels, and the back of your legs, breathing the breath. Calves, back of the knees, upper back thighs, tip of the tailbone, back of the hips, the entire back side of the spine, breathing the breath. Back of the rib cage, lungs, heart space, back of the shoulders, shoulder blades, back of the arms, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and the back of your hands. Back of the neck, base of the skull, breathing the breath. Back of the head, ears, and from the crown of your head, to your fingertips to your toes. Sense the entire backside of the body, breathing each breath. Attention shifting to the front of the body, front side of the body. Sense the breath. Center of the forehead, breathing the breath. Space between the eyebrows, breathing the breath. Temples, cheekbones, upper jaw, lower jaw, and the space between. Front side of the neck, space between the collarbones, front side of the rib cage, lungs, heart space, front of the shoulders and the arms, upper inner arms, elbows, inner forearms, wrists, palms of the hands. Sense the navel center, breathing each breath. The space above, the space below, deep low belly, breathing the breath. Front of the hips and the legs, upper thighs, kneecaps, shins, tops of your feet. From the tips of the toes to your fingertips, to the crown of your head. Sense and feel whole front side of the body, breathing the breath. And now sense the whole body breathing each breath. Front of the body, back of the body, left side, right side, all sides of the body, breathing the breath as one, integrated, whole state of being, resting, anchored by the breath, each breath, from the space within you to the expanded space beyond you, held by the infinite amount of space and awareness from within. The body is resting. The body is supported, safe, integrated, and whole. From within this state of being, we'll begin to explore contrasting sensations within the body, allowing both to be held in awareness, rather than choosing or favoring one over the other, or labeling one as good or one as not good or bad. Simply notice. Notice the emotion as sensation within the body, allowing space to hold for both within the expanded state of your awareness. Notice within the body where you feel a sense of warmth. Notice warmth within the body. Notice the opposite. Notice coolness. Notice where within the body you sense coolness. And then notice and allow for both sensations of warmth, sensations of coolness. Notice and allow for both warmth and coolness within the body. Noticing the space within you that holds both warmth and coolness. Notice where within the body you feel agitation, restlessness. Notice sensations of agitation or restlessness within the body. And then notice the opposite. Notice where within the body you feel or sense a state of deep relaxation. Notice deep relaxation and where you feel it in your body. And then allow yourself to notice both sensations of agitation or restlessness, sensations of deep relaxation. Notice, allow for both. Observing the space within you that can hold both as true. Agitation and restlessness, and a deeply relaxed state from within. And then notice where within the body you might feel numb or still. Notice the feeling of numbness or perhaps stillness in the body. And then notice the opposite, perhaps subtle movement or even the feeling of aliveness. Notice energy of movement, aliveness within the body. And then notice both the numbness, perhaps the stillness, the movement, the energy of aliveness. Notice and allow for all. It's one continuous spectrum of sensation within the body, all held in the expanded state of your awareness. And now allow all sensations within you to rise, to be felt, to be seen, to be held in your awareness, and then to dissolve into emptiness and stillness, presence from within. A state of allowing, a state of acceptance, and even contentment. And from within this place of being, allow the following images to appear in the mind's eye. Notice the air around you. Feel the air as still and the light of the sky as low and comforting. Twilight with a few sprinkles of stars. Imagine your body cocooned, protected, and at ease, comforted by blankets and stillness. Visualize a butterfly resting within its own cocoon. Nothing required of the butterfly. Nothing required of you. Sense this time, this space, as a time for transformation, not through movement, not by doing, simply by being. Feel for warmth and quiet from within, energy being restored, strength gathering beneath the surface. You might visualize this process, or you simply might feel it. Just as a butterfly resting in darkness before it emerges, your own body knows how to heal, repair, and to renew itself in stillness, into wholeness. Sense, feel, and imagine oneself whole, deeply relaxed, in a state of healing rest. And allow yourself this time, wrapped in safety, surrounded by warmth, cradled by rest, restoring and receiving rather than giving energy for all that lies ahead and what comes next. Allow yourself to continue resting in this gentle healing space, your cocoon, as you now take the time to return to your intention. Reconnecting to your intention as a butterfly that emerges from its cocoon. Speak the words of your intention again, another 3 times, from within or out loud. Clarity and with felt presence. Visualize it. Listen for it with your whole body. Feel it from within. And then as you're ready, breathe it in and let it go. Trusting the process and all that lies ahead. And now you have choice. You can continue resting longer and embracing these moments of stillness. Or you can prepare to return to the world around you, coming out of your cocoon slowly through the breath. Before moving, before coming out of this cocoon, take some time. First, thank yourself, acknowledge yourself for showing up, taking on the practice of stillness, and allowing for deep healing rest. Perhaps commit to taking some element of this practice with you into the week ahead, perhaps your intention. Perhaps it's the awareness of the breath, moments to slow down, or just taking this quiet space from within you and perhaps sharing it with those around you. When you're ready to transition outward, do so slowly and through the breath. We'll reach the conclusion of our Yoga Nidra practice together. As you're ready, slow deep breath in through the nose from the belly. Gentle stretch. Exhaling mouth, nose, or lips. Letting go. The Yoga Nidra journey is now complete. Want to take another deep breath. And maybe this time invite some movement, a little wiggle of your fingertips, your toes, or perhaps even a stretch. Maybe a bigger exhale, letting go. And then again, if you want to rest longer, feel free to do so. When you're ready to move onward, do so slowly. Move to a seated position first, planting feet on the ground, opening the eyes. From my heart to yours, I'd like to thank you for sharing this practice, allowing me to share it with you to be your guide. I hope everybody has a wonderful, peaceful night of sleep and a great week ahead of you, a week of good sleep, laughter perhaps, and this feeling of being restored. Namaste. Have a wonderful night, everyone.